how's it going and welcome to Some Gaming News May 2024. To start the month, we got the announcement that there will be a new Batman game for the Arkham Saga under the name of Batman Arkham Shadow. The catch is that it will be a MetaQuest exclusive game. I have not played an Arkham game, but some people say that if it's like the other VR game, Batman Arkham VR, they did not give much thought about the name, then chances are that it will be a good VR experience and a good addition to the saga. Helldivers 2 got into controversy because of Sony's decisions. Said decisions were to force players to link their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account. The developers brushed it off with a simple, it only takes 2 minutes to create an account and it's free, but the community was enraged. What the developers didn't know was that in certain countries, it is needed to upload a picture of any type of ID to ensure that the account is not a bot. That wasn't the only problem. In over 60 countries, it is not possible to create a PlayStation Network account, making the game impossible to play after the 30th of May once the update rolls out. So now, quick trivia question. What happens when the community of a game based on fighting together for a common goal has a common enemy in real life? Well, they get together and deal massive damage. Players started to refund the game on Steam and were review bombing it with up to 100,000 negative reviews, completely changing how the game was reviewed during the first months after its release. Luckily, Sony heard the thousands of players and backed down on the update, and now players can enjoy the game without linking their accounts, except for the countries where the game was delisted from. We got the first official announcement of the Switch 2 by the president of Nintendo, Shuntaro Furukawa. We will receive an announcement for this console within what's left of the fiscal year and also get a bit of information about the software lineup in a Nintendo Direct this June. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut released on PC the 16th of this month, and you can play most of it without needing to link with a PlayStation Network account. If you want to play the game mode Legends, the multiplayer mode, you have to link it. It's an okay mode, so you're not missing much in my opinion. Microsoft closed some of its game studios to save money. Those studios were Arcane Studios, developers of games like Prey or Redfall, Tango Gameworks, which developed The Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo and award-winning Hi-Fi Rush, Alpha Dog Games and Roundhouse Games. All of this so they can reorganize their priorities and resources. Ubisoft released a cinematic trailer of their next Assassin's Creed game. The trailer has showed a bit of both of the protagonists will be able to play as, them being Naoe, a shinobi, and Yasuke, a samurai. The trailer looks amazing, but it came with a bit of controversy from the fans and from Ubisoft itself. Ubisoft released the different versions of the game that can be pre-purchased, and gamers were mad because of the high prices, but also because if you don't pre-purchase the game, you won't be able to access a mission unless you get the season pass. Besides that, a certain group of people were mad because of the protagonist saying it's unrealistic for a female character to be a shinobi, and that they also made a black samurai to please minorities. You will expect that fans of a series that use historical figures that much know what they are talking about, but they couldn't be more wrong. Female shinobi existed and were called kunoichi, trained to kill and be spies as any other shinobi, and the character of Yasuke was a real figure, an African slave that ended up in Japan, catching the attention of the daimyo Oda Nobunaga and working for him as one of his highest ranked soldiers. I'm sorry for the short history lesson. Some Kingdom Hearts games are making their way to Steam after they had exclusivity with the Epic Games Store. These games are 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and 3 with the Remind DLC. All the games listed will be available on Steam from the 13th of June, and the third game comes with an exclusive Keyblade called Dead of Night for Steam users only. Ubisoft's XDefiant released the 21st and seems to be a strong competitor to Call of Duty. The game, besides being free to play, also has people like Mark Rabin behind it, an ex-executive producer of Infinity Ward. The game offers different classes inspired on the different games from the company, each with their own set of abilities. We have the Cleaners from The Division, which are all based around fire, DedSec from Watch Dogs, which disrupts the enemy team, or Echelon from Splinter Cell, with abilities to find enemies and make the users harder to spot. A new Call of Duty has been announced and it's Black Ops 6! Wait, where's 5? Do they not know how to count over at Activision? More information will be revealed after the Xbox Game Showcase the 9th of June. Multiversus re-released the 28th and it brings a lot of new content. New characters such as Jason Voorhees or the Joker have been added to the game, new maps and a new PvE mode. Game is completely free, and if you play the beta, then the premium version of the Battle Pass is free as well. So it's a good time to hop back into the game. Minecraft announced the past 30th that an animated series of the game is being worked on as a collaboration between Mojang and Netflix. We got a new States of Play in which they announced a few things. For starters, we got a cinematic trailer and also gameplay trailer for Fireworks game Concord, a 5v5 PvP game where each character has unique abilities. God of War Ragnarok is the next PlayStation exclusive to get a PC port, arriving the 19th of September, but you will also need to link with a PlayStation account to play. We got gameplay trailer of the action-packed Dynasty Warrior Origins, a trailer for Infinity Nikki, which no idea what it is about still, a trailer for Ballad of Antara where you can fight while carrying a child, VR2 is getting a game by the developers of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Skydance's Behemoth, and VR2 is also getting a game from the Alien franchise, Alien Rogue Incursion. New trailer showcasing more characters, gameplay, destruction, and team up abilities for Marvel Rivals. Everstone Studios showed us where Wind meets, a look to Until Dawn's PlayStation 5 and PC version, Path of Exile 2 had a segment showing gameplay, Silent Hill showed us a lot more about this city with the release of the 8th of October, we finally got gameplay of Capcom's Monster Hunter Wilds and its different, well, monsters, and lastly, we got the announcement of Astrobot, PlayStation's own platformer with a little guy who is very cute. After PlayStation's transmission, Silent Hill got their own transmission with another trailer of the game, an actual gameplay of it, which, my god, no one plays like that. Look! Cool masks! The actor who plays James, Mary and Maria talk and whoa, spoilers! After that we got the announcement of Return to Silent Hill, a new movie after almost 20 years since the last one. And lastly, if you're a fan of merchandising, then they also announced some of it too. And that would have been some of the gaming news. Goodbye. The developers brushed it. Wow, woof, woof, woof.